Welcome, foolish mortals.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Magical Maiden and this is my paranormal vlog, Growing Up Paranormal. Okay, so it doesn't look very paranormal because it's Christmas time, so actually all I really wanted to do, not so much spooky chat or anything like that, I just wanted to touch base and say hello and let you know that typically the season where I post a lot of paranormal videos starts around September to October, and then it fizzles out unless something paranormal happens, and then I post it. So basically what I wanted to let you all know was, in case you haven't seen my two videos, the one where it's hidden in plain sight and the other one where I talk about mud fossils. The other one, hidden in plain sight, is talking about Tartaria, the old world. Now some of you know all about Tartaria, some of you know all about mud floods and mud fossils, some of you never heard of it, some of you believe it, some of you have no clue. Either way, I enjoyed making those two videos. Now I did put links below to all these great channels that have great information on both Tartaria and mud fossils and the mud floods. So if you watch those two videos on my paranormal vlogs, you should definitely look below and check out all those really good channels below there, okay? So now they definitely put out a lot of good information, so I didn't feel like I really had to make any more of those videos. Now a few of you really liked mine, and one person even gave me a donation for that, and I want to thank you for that. I appreciate that people appreciate my knowledge. Sharing knowledge and making you think outside the box is what I'm trying to do with my paranormal vlogs, what I tried to do with those two videos, okay? There's a lot more out there in this world than you think. It's the illusion world, and I tell you all about it. And if you watch Hidden in Plain Sight video, you will hear me explain all about that. I'm not going to go into it in this video because it's just a quick one. So I hope you'll check those two out, and I want you to really watch those two because it's going to be coming out about Tartaria, the old world, and it's going to be coming out about the mud floods and mud fossils, and I put that out so you won't be shocked when it does, okay? Some of you know plenty about it and some of you don't, but you should do research. You shouldn't just say, well, I never heard about it, because like I said, they're not going to put that information out there in the news or anything else because they're hiding it from you, okay? Like I said in my other videos, everything you've ever known since the time you were born is a lie. You've been lied to. The news is a lie. So don't like me. So I just wanted to touch on that just because you didn't hear it on the news doesn't mean it's not true, because the news is telling you all lies. Because like I said before, and if you watched my other paranormal vlogs, if you haven't, I suggest you go back and watch them, especially those two videos, especially Hidden in Plain Sight, because this is Satan's world. It's the illusionary world. Everything's inverted. Everything is a lie. So if they tell you it's red, then, and you know it to be green, then it's actually green. If they tell you it's up, then you know it's down. If they tell you it's down, then you know it's up. I'm telling you, everything from the time you were born, all of history is a lie. They made it up. Even the year, because they've changed the calendars, they changed the dates, they changed everything. So you could believe me or you're not going to believe me. I really don't care. I'm speaking to those with open minds, those who are semi-awake, awake, or want to be awake. The ones with closed minds that aren't awake, forget about. I'm hoping that I'll help you and reach you, but if not, most of you will never wake up. You'll always be watching the news. You'll believing everything they say. You'll do everything they tell you to do. You'll wait for the leading authorities to tell you what to do. You don't have a mind of your own. You think you do, but you don't. You listen to celebrities, what they tell you, what they think. If they hate it, you've got to hate it. If they hate someone, you're going to hate it. And you don't even know why they do these things, but you fall for it. But in any case, what I'm going to say to you on that note is, if you want to wake up, then you won't listen to that. And you won't believe everything that they tell you, and you won't be watching the news. So awake people don't watch the news because they know it's all BS and propaganda. But anyway, I'm not going to touch too much on that. I just wanted to let you know to watch those 2 videos. And some of you asked me if I was going to make more mud fossil videos. You know what? I probably will in the future. I don't know when, so you'll have to wait because it takes some time. I like to have the proper things put up. Now, one person left a comment, which I didn't. I approve comments. So if it's a nasty comment or a stupid comment, it's never going to see the light of day. This person's like, with the mud fossils, oh, that's BS. All giants died face up. First of all, the guy didn't watch the video, so he's probably one of those mud fossil trolls that don't believe anything, and or one of those people that don't want you to know about mud fossils, so they try to discourage by putting bad comments, thinking I'm going to approve those comments, but I'm not. Rudy! My cat's acting crazy. I'm going to let him in. Hold on. Rudy's joining me because he was carrying on like a big old baby. All right. Anyway. Say hello. Hey, good boy. No, Rudy, stay still. Okay. So what I wanted to... I knew that wasn't going to last. So anyway, it's cold today. I got my flannel. It's like 70... It's like 40 something degrees out there. So I feel bad for my outside cat magic. Anyway, I wanted to deter from this. So what I wanted to say was, so this person left a comment about the BS. What did they all die face up? Well, first of all, this person never checked the video. If you watch the video, I have all kinds of giants, whether they're on their back, they're on their side, they're on their front, laying face down. They're bent over. I have ones where it's just their heads to the side. I have feet sticking up. I have people hugging, people kissing, people holding on to each other of old giants, and animals, all kinds, drinking, eating. So this fool made a comment based on nothing because he didn't even watch my video. He just saw mud fossils and said, I'm a troll, or I'm a sheep, I'm asleep, I don't believe in anything unless the news tells me. You're just a bot. And so I'm just like, whatever. I deleted it, I laughed. I'm like, this fool didn't even watch my videos. So if you're going to make comments like that, it's never going to see the light of day. I approve comments only, and I will delete and block you. Because you're not, either you're one of those trolls who purposely does that to... You don't want people knowing the truth, or you're just a troll who's stupid and have nothing better to do, or you're just some sheep that don't believe anything, like I said, unless the leading authorities or if the news tells you that it has to be true. Well, sorry, then you're a little sheep that you're sleeping, go back to your little slumber, stay in your little matrix world, because you're a matrix person. Because there's matrix people that you can't wake up. I have one sister that's a matrix person. I have 3 sisters. 2 are awake like me. We don't watch the news. We don't follow the BS. We don't listen to their programming. We don't take orders and do what they tell us to do. And I have one sister who all she does is watch the news. And she panics and she... because it's fear. Fear is a program of the Matrix, and if they fear, that's how they control you. And she was all fearful, and she does everything the news tells her, and she fell for certain things, and I won't get into, I can't get into. So anyway, me and my other sisters don't. So she stopped talking to me and my other 2 sisters. She doesn't want to hear the truth. It's like, nah, you know what sheep are? They're like little kids that put their fingers in the air and go, nah, because they don't want to hear it. They're afraid. They don't want to wake up. They take the blue pill and they want to stay there. So anyway, she's one of them. She's a matrix person. I know a lot of people that swallowed the red pill and started to wake up, but for some reason, either they spent too much time with their wives or their husbands that have been blue-pilled, or their friends, and then they start watching the news, and they're spending so much time with this blue-pilled person that they're getting infiltrated with BS, and then they watch the news and more, and then fear and panic, and then they're just sheep, and they're bashing on the people that are awake, thinking they're the ones that are special and they're awake, but they're really not. And I know people like this, and I'd like to tell them. So basically, they were red pilled, and then they just swallowed a handful of blue pills, and now they're the blue pill people. So they become a matrix. So they basically became a matrix person again. They were popping out of it, but I guess they couldn't handle it, and they couldn't ponder that everything they've ever known is a lie. History's not a lie, that's bogus, and they get all mad. My history isn't fake. Yes, it is. And I can get in, and if you're going to be that type of person, that's how you know you're asleep. That's how you know you're a sheep. Now, I had some other woman. She was nice, so I put her comment, but she said I sounded condescending in my one video. I think it was Hidden in Plain Sight or Mud Fossil. I didn't mean to. I just get frustrated with the sleepers, the sheep, the normies, we call them. They think they're so smart. They think they know everything. And they're always attacking the people that are awake. And that's what Matrix people do. That's the Mr. Smith in them coming out. And I explain all this in the Hidden in Plain Sight. So please watch that video after this, and then the Mud Fossils, if you haven't. If you've already, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're a sheep, you'll not understand what I'm saying. You won't understand anything. You only know what you know because you've been told to know these things. So if you don't think outside the box, if you don't have an open mind, there's nothing I can do to help you. So, sorry about that. My cat has been driving me crazy. He wants to come in here, and then he does all these crazy things and makes a lot of noise. And I can't concentrate. It's cold today. I had something else on, but I wanted to dress in my cozy flannel. So I can't really stay on long. I have to make dinner. And basically I want to try out my new desk ring light instead of the big one. So I don't know if this is darker, whatever. Anyway, I don't really like to bash on people, so I'm sorry if I sounded condescending on that. It's just my frustration with the sheep, because I've lost, some friends to the blue pill. They were starting to wake up. They were somewhat awake, but they spent too much time with their husbands or their boyfriends or their, wives. And they listened to all the crap, and they started watching the news, and they became news addicts and celebrity. Oh, the celebrity said this, I'm going to listen. And it's like, really? You're that sheepish that you're that much of a little zombie? So I got kind of like, I don't really talk to them that much, and they probably wonder why. And I don't really comment much on their videos anymore, because they're always like being rude, saying, if you didn't get blah, 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 then you're a this. But it's really because they got this, they are that. So anyway, I really won't get into it, but if I sounded condescending, it's because I was frustrated, But to each his own. There's some that are going to wake up, and there's some that never will. If I could reach one person and wake them up, or to make them think outside the box so that they do their own research, then I've done what I'm here to do. And that's all I really want. Just keep your mouth closed and your mind open. Stuff your opinions, because your opinions are your ego. So if you just do research, click all those, and I'll put the same links below here as well, and go look at those 2 videos of mine that I told you, Hidden in Plain Sight and the Mud Fossil one. And like I said, you'll come to your own conclusion. I'm not trying to convince you, I'm trying to help you. If you want to stay asleep in the Matrix and be part of the Matrix, then you're going to. And nothing I say or anybody else say is going to help you. You've got to want to know the truth. And since I was little, I always wanted to know everything about everything. So that's just been the way. Now, when I communicate with the other side and I've asked them, I'm like, please tell me everything about it. I want to know the truth about everything. And they're like, thou shalt regret it. And I'm like, what do you mean thou shalt regret it? You know me, I can handle it. Even if you tell me we're just robots, whatever. I know we're in a simulation. I know this is an illusionary world and everything's fake. And I just said, you know, and everything's been a lie, and Satan rules this world, and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. So, I mean, what are you going to shock me with? And I'm like, you know, I can handle it, but they're not allowed. So I said, okay, so if you're not allowed to tell me, can you lead me to it little by little? Because they worry about shocking people and making people go insane. Because if someone gets too much information, too much truth all at once, a lot of people can't handle it. They'll have a nervous breakdown. They'll start crying. They'll freak out because their whole world, as they knew it, is shattered. I'm not one of them. I could take anything. But they won't do it. They can't run the risk. That's not what they're about. They don't want to hurt us. They want to help us. So they will not do that. So what they will do is they will lead you to think slowly. And so I asked, okay, lead me to everything, but don't take so long. I don't need to go as slow as some other people. I can handle it. So they've been leading me to truth step by step. And in return, I'm sharing them. And I vet my information, use discernment with everything, because there's a lot of disinfo, and that's truth mixed with a lot of lies. A little bit of truth with a whole bunch of lies. So unfortunately, these days it's hard to come by, because before it used to be a lot easier. There used to be a lot more truths out there. Unfortunately, most of those videos and channels are gone. So, because they don't want you to wake up, because too many people woke up too fast and they're panicking. The dark side, anyway. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to give you this update. So for those who've asked for me to elaborate more on mud fossils, I will make another video, I don't know when, soon, because it is the holiday season. I am busy. I have some reviews coming up and a few other things I'm doing. So I promise to you is I will try my hardest to bring more. But in the meantime, you have all the links below to some wonderful channels on Tartaria and mud fossils and mud floods. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my videos. Bye.